Okay, it's Bruce Cooper again. I'd like to talk about my recording setup. I record right into the iPad, but I like to get a good direct audio signal in the iPad, so I don't use the onboard mic on the iPad. I have a audio to digital converter here. It's just a Behringer, and the Behringer has a USB output. It's a square connector into the USB 2 connector, I believe it is. This is a what they call a camera adapter for the iPad. It's got the iPad connector on there that plugs right into my iPad. Now that's bringing the digital signal in. I play into my microphone here. It's a condenser microphone. It goes into this beautiful unit I have here. It's the Boss VE20 vocal processor. It's got presets. It just makes sound makes the horn sound beautiful. It's got adjustments for chorus. You can do harmonies with it. It's really a nice unit. But anyway, I bring the microphone into here. The microphone comes out of there into this little mixer box. I have another video that goes over this whole setup. Uh, my backing tracks I have on another iPad. That iPad, when I turn it on, it connects to this module, which is a Bluetooth receiver. The backing tracks then go over to this little mixer box in stereo. I've got one adjustment here for the backing tracks, and then the other adjustment is for the mics, for my microphone here. So I turn my backing tracks on, then I adjust the mic to get a good volume balance for my final track. The resulting signal then comes out. I take it out of the headphone here, bring it over here to the Behringer unit, to the left and right channel in the Behringer unit. I adjust my clipping on that, and then I send it into the iPad. That's the setup I've been using for all my recordings now. I'm hoping this new setup is going to give me a little more control over my sound of my saxophone. There's my new Yanagisawa over there. My Selmer Mark 6, my altos over there, King Super 20, and a Yamaha 62. Okay, here's my new unit I got. It's the Peavey PV BV6 BT. It's got Bluetooth conductivity. It's got digital effects built in. It's got 6 inputs. It's got direct digital output on it. Let's take a closer look at this. I haven't hooked it up yet, so I don't know what it sounds like. But with this unit, I can go directly into here with Bluetooth, so I can get rid of that little piece of equipment. You can come into channel 5 or 6 here either with a 1/4 inch left and right, RCA left and right, or you can switch it over to Bluetooth. I've been told that if you go directly in, you get a better sound. I'll be checking that out. But normally when I come down and practice, I practice with my headphones on. I like the backing track sound in my headphones. And I like to start right up. So I turn my iPad on, so I got my Bluetooth already connected. This unit has effects. It's got reverb, it's got delay, it's got chorus, and it's got 16 different effects. I get most of my effects from my Bose unit over there, the VE20. But anyway, you got them here if you just want to, if you're traveling and you want to practice. This unit is set up, the number one channel input, you can set it up with a high impedance so you can use it for guitar. It's got equalizers. It's got high, mid-range, and low, or you can turn the bypass on and not use the equalizers at all. It's got adjustment for the effects, so if you're setting it up with some reverb or some delay, you can, each individual channel, you can determine how much of that effects you want that channel, wants to go into that channel. You can pan your signal from right to left. So if you're coming in with a guitar, or you come in with a keyboard and you want most of the keyboard on the left side, you can do that and put most of the guitar on the right side. The second channel, microphone, this will take a 1/4 inch or it'll take the 3-connector condenser. It's got a built-in, where's it at here? Phantom power supply, the 48 volt power supply, it's built in. Channels 3 and 4 come in up here. It's got a little 1/8 inch connector if you want to take your phone and or your iPad or MP3 player, you can go right into there. So if you're playing a gig somewhere and you want to take a break and you want to pipe some music through, you can do it with that, or you could do it with the Bluetooth on channels 5 and 6. Nice thing about this is I don't need a separate unit to take my analog to digital, so I can get a nice uninterrupted signal back to my iPad. This is the connector. It's a printer connector. It's what they use on these units also. Right here is the output that you can take to your computer. That's a power switch there to turn the unit on and off. Hook that in there. Hook this into that little adapter. Let me go get it. This adapter that goes into the iPad. Or if you've got a tabletop, desktop computer, you can go right into your desktop computer. This is a two-way connection. So you can send the signal to the computer to record it. You can play the video back on your iPad, and you can adjust the level of the return signal back into this unit so you can hear it. It's got a headphone input right down here at the bottom. Level controls on all that stuff. Like I say, it seems to me that I can take this unit and I can get rid of this unit, I can get rid of this unit, I can get rid of this unit. So it's going to simplify my setup. Plus, with this setup, I do have some control, some equalizer control in my vocal performer here, my VE20. I can adjust the treble and bass on my horn here, but I got no adjustments, no equalizer adjustments on my signal here. But with the new unit, I do, so I might be able to get different sounds on my horn depending on if I want it to be bright or if I want to dull it up a little bit so it's not so bright. So I'm hoping this new setup is going to simplify things for me. At the same time, I'm hoping it's going to give me a much better sound, and with my new Hercules iPad mounting here, I should be able to get my video camera set up the way I want it. I'm going to get things going here in the next couple days if I get time, and we'll go from there. want to show you one more thing with this unit. Let me try to get it level here. They told me about, or I've read some of this about it, but I haven't tried it. But they said that it's got a little trough here that, yeah, you can put your iPad right in there. So if you're out playing a gig at the airport, you got your setup right here. Looks pretty nice. I got this on Amazon. Sweetwater has them. Same thing with the Hercules iPhone and tablet holders. I got that on Amazon again. Sweetwater has them. This is the $50 range. This is the $200 range. And I went ahead and got a 15-foot printer cable with it too, so I can put my iPad at a longer distance away from where this unit is going to sit, so I can get a little better control of my videos. That's all I got for you right now. I hope to get some recordings going for you here in a little bit. I'll leave you with a beautiful sight here. That's a Mark 6. That's a Selmer Super Action Alto. That's a Super 20 full pearl. And the other Alto is a Yamaha 62 Series 3. So I got some in. This is my little microphone here, yeah. And there's my latest edition back there. Yanagisawa TO10. Just got that a few weeks ago. It's been my main objective. It's not main objective, been my main pleasure playing that unit right now. That's a nice stand I got a while back too. Seems to me that was in the $100 range. But that's another Hercules. It's a floor stand. You can adjust it up and down. You can actually adjust that stand so you can stand up and play the horn without having to hold it. Because I'm 74 and my back's not in the best shape for several reasons. But anyway, if I don't have to carry the full weight of the horn, I don't like to do that. They had another thing I saw on some of the advertisements on Facebook. It was an outfit, a mechanism you could put on a stool to hold the weight of your horn while you're sitting on the stool. Well, it was quite expensive, and I'm an engineer, so here's, I had already bought this nice throne. This is a nice drum throne. It's a first chair Tama, and I don't have any trouble with the alto. It's a tenor. I like to have the weight taken off, so I figured out where the tenor was going to be, bolted in a couple pieces of oak in there. This is a cutting board, so it's a real soft material, not going to scratch the horn. And you can see that set up there. I can sit down, set my horn right on there and play it without having the weight of the horn around my neck. But if you do this, make sure you're still wearing a neck strap. You don't have to carry the weight of the horn on the neck strap, but you don't want that horn slipping off of there and all of a sudden you've got all that weight on your hands and you can't hold the horn. So keep the neck strap on, but just keep it loose. A few tips from an old man. I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Listen to some of my tunes. I'm not that bad for an old man.